Hello and welcome to another update on Bitcoin. I'm here on the daily time frame and we can see that the price is still holding below the larger resistance area. Remember that the area around $118,000 could provide some additional resistance. While that does not have anything to do really with Elliott Wave, it is the area where the point of control is situated, just below $118,000. That's also where the price found resistance in the middle of September. And then here before in August, and then this area of trade, there was a lot of activity is happening around the $118,000 level. That doesn't mean that we have to get there. It also doesn't mean we have to stay below it, but it means that this is an area of interest. It remains one. It was my target in September, the first target from when we started to see a reaction there, right? The VRVP was clearly there. But again, it's so far upside momentum hasn't taken the price there yet. I think there is still a case we can make for higher prices in the short term. Whether that means it's a larger B wave or maybe even part of that fifth wave to the upside that can take us to 136K plus remains to be seen. This will depend on how the microstructures now unfold and whether the bulls can hold a higher low in any pullback. Now in the white count, we should see the market grind higher in 5 waves like this. Again, we need to hold a higher low and we need to hold above the Friday low, certainly. There are some Fibonacci support zones or levels on the smaller time frame that we can track, that we can watch, and we're going to take a look at them. Please note that at the moment, all of this is rather a range, and I have no evidence, no evidence that a major top has formed, but I can make a case for a deeper pullback. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially as long as we are below this pivot, as long as we are below this resistance between, $116,513 and $121,930. So this is a Fibonacci resistance area. We're just ranging for now, holding below resistance. Let's see if we can get a broader correction. But yeah, I mean, if the thing is, if the market cannot move higher directly from here, we would likely be dealing with a broader, what we call A, B, C flat structure. It's not needed. But if that happens, it's the first step to a much larger correction, maybe even a bear market. Far away from confirming it, I'm just saying if that happens, the risk is high that we get a break below the 55-week EMA, which is currently coming in just below 100K. But for now, on the daily chart, I mean, the potential for a broader correction is definitely there. But if on the smaller time frame we see any 5-wave move up right now, then this could be the beginning of the fifth wave in white. So that would be the bullish count, 5 waves up. Until then, and as long as we stay below resistance, the risk for a broader flat correction is very high. Now, how does the micro look like? Let's take a look at that. On the micro level, we have currently rather also a sideways consolidation. Obviously, we had our flash crash here, which didn't even, it wasn't, I mean, yeah, it was significant, but it wasn't really, very unnormal for Bitcoin. It was still quite normal, this larger correction. And ultimately what I'm watching now is if the bulls can defend this smaller Fibonacci support zone that we talked about in the first update today, right? So 107,570 to 110,180 is still support. We saw earlier today the market test this level. I think it was in the first video update. I told you it could be an A, B, C structure. It looks like a 5-wave move down, but because this could be the C wave, that's all acceptable. Again, in a flat structure, A overshooting B wave, C wave down. So the idea is now, if we can hold support, which we did so far, we are holding support. A third wave to the upside could unfold. Third wave might take the price towards the 124K level, right? I mean, that's the bullish count. 138% extension is the first ideal target for a third wave. But I think we need to be ready that around 118K, we could form a top. just because there's likely strong resistance up there. That's from the VRVP. Yeah. Here on this smaller time frame, I'm interested in I'm more interested in the very short term, whether we have at least formed a local low here, and if that's the case, the price should now hold here our micro support zone, which is between 110,800 and 112,270. Micro support in a 1-2 setup. So is this a relevant 1-2 setup? Well, it's relevant. Is it reliable? No. This could be the beginning of the next move up, whether that's within the C wave here in orange, yeah, or maybe even in this third wave. It really depends on how the microstructures develop now. For now, the focus is on higher as long as we're holding above 110,800. I mean, I would prefer really also from a bullish point of view, if this pullback is now complete, we're starting the next leg up. We need to see some further upside momentum from here. And then ultimately, to get out of this local range, we need a break above this candle when the selling volume started here on Friday. And that's around $117,300. So hopefully that added some value, that gives you micro support, the next resistances, and some good overview hopefully on the larger time frame. A quick one, quick request. So our X account, our main one here, got a little glitchy. The profile is kind of restricted, but nobody at X seems to find the issue. So let's do it the MCO way. I dropped the post on X, this one, and I'll leave the link for you guys in the description, the comment section. If you guys can jump in as MCO Family, tag the right accounts that are listed there, and help push it to the top, I mean, that'd be awesome. Let's see if the MCO Family can fix what X can't, so it would be appreciated. Let's get it up and running so you can get some additional updates on X. By the way, also feel free to follow us. It still works, but it shows if you follow that profile, it'll show you that we have not posted anything. But if you follow directly that post here, the link, then you'll see the post. It's weird. So thanks for your help. Highly appreciate it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.